Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Sav's Chill Gourmet Ice Cream. This is the Kentucky Coffee Espresso Bourbon.
I have the bourbon ball. These
were $8.79 each at a place called Good Foods Co-op. They are also made in Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington is the town where we spend a lot of time. When Kevin's not working, that's where we usually are, is in Lexington. That's where we do all of our shopping and stuff like that. But Sav's Chill, they had a restaurant in downtown Lexington, and they just recently closed.
Yeah, it doesn't say permanently. It just says temporarily closed.
Okay.
And
as of August?
August 22. So literally just a month ago.
Yeah, they just closed.
To concentrate on their ice cream business. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So you're still going to be able to find their ice creams. They did have more flavors at Good Foods Co-op. These are the two that we picked because
they're expensive.
They're very, very expensive, and a lot of times we want to bring you products that are made here in Kentucky. Also, I don't expect this to have a seal on it. Our rule is we don't try ice creams that are not sealed. For big name companies, I feel that way. You know, Edie's, Dryers, Bluebell, I believe companies should put a seal on it. For a local company, I don't expect them to have the money to have that machinery, so I don't expect this to be sealed. But this is the Kentucky Coffee Espresso Bourbon, not sealed. I didn't think it would be. And it has ingredients on the back, but there are no calories and
no description. Really.
And no description. So, and you checked out their website. Was there an actual description of it? No description on the website.
Just a name.
Because they do have a website.
A bunch of different flavors too.
Yeah, we'll talk about the flavors at the end, and you may be interested in some of them.
I really love the texture of that.
I love the flavor.
Mm-hmm. The flavor's good. I don't like the little coffee grounds in there.
I was wondering.
When I drink coffee, it just completely goes against me. Like it just makes me seize up when I'm drinking coffee and I get coffee grounds in my mouth. Mm-hmm. It makes me want to just and spit.
Right.
So every mouthful I'm taking here makes my body seize up. It's like, I shouldn't be eating these. Mm. But that's just my personal.
I think it's delicious.
It's very good.
The ice cream's very creamy. You definitely get the coffee because you get all the little grounds.
Mm-hmm. But it's not super strong, in your face coffee. It's not.
No, it's not. I don't mind the little pieces of the grounds, but I also don't mind having the texture of the espresso beans and stuff like that. And Kevin doesn't. Kevin doesn't like any of that texture. So if that doesn't bother you, you would like this. Now, the one thing, it's supposed to be bourbon. Yeah, I don't get any bourbon whatsoever.
No,
none.
It's just a nice light coffee flavor.
Yes, you would never know. They put bourbon on the label. I would have not known there was bourbon in here. And
just say coffee.
That's why I chose the ones I chose, because I love bourbon, and these both had bourbon. So
bourbon's kind of a Kentucky thing.
It's a Kentucky thing. So when we tried this, I thought we want to represent Kentucky in the right way. I do not taste bourbon, so if you're local and maybe you've avoided that because you were worried about the bourbon, our batch, and I can only speak for our batch did not taste like bourbon.
No, I mean, I would have never even said bourbon.
And the thing also I noticed about these is there's no date on them. And I don't know.
Yeah, it would be nice if they had some kind of packaging date or something.
Well, yeah, because it would be nice if I could tell you this was made at this time, so maybe the bourbon isn't as strong because it was made at this time. I can't tell you that because I don't know when it was made. This one is called Bourbon Ball, so I'm excited about it. Oh gosh, it looks good. Looks like there's some nuts in there.
I didn't hold this one up. You can see the little specks in there. I'm sorry.
There's
the coffee. See all the little coffee grounds in there?
We need to make our own homemade bourbon ball ice cream. This looks like homemade. And And it looks like the inside of a bourbon ball. It has
You
nuts.
think it's vanilla ice cream with bourbon balls like ground up in
Crushed
there?
up.
Crushed up, broken up, whatever.
I mean, this looks like homemade. It looks so good. I'm hoping we can taste the bourbon.
It has that homemade kind of texture.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of has that gritty, sugary kind of texture.
Mm-hmm. I'm not getting the bourbon.
No. They need to up their bourbon game.
They do, because it does not taste like bourbon.
No. I mean, not at all.
No. I'm a little sad about it.
And honestly, the texture of that one is a little too gritty for me.
Mm-hmm.
You thought so too?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a churning thing usually. The first one, the coffee was, I love the texture of that one. This one, I like the texture of it, but it's gotten to the point where it's really, really, really gritty.
Yes, the first one was creamy. It was creamy. Yes, it had the little coffee pieces, but they're really, really tiny. But it was creamy ice cream. This is more. This is like chunky almost.
Yeah.
I mean, now you get the pieces, but still, the ice cream itself, it's not creamy ice cream.
No, it's like I said, it's gritty.
And once again, I wish I knew when it was made. That may have something to do with it.
I don't think so. I think it's just they just not putting enough bourbon. They're not putting any bourbon.
The bourbon. I don't get the bourbon in either one of these.
No.
And see, a lot of people have told me I don't want any alcohol of any kind in my ice cream. They wouldn't buy either one of these because they would be afraid to. You don't taste it.
They should be. They should be afraid because you should be able to taste the bourbon.
You should, yes, absolutely. And I wish we could have because that's why we bought it. So, yeah,
I feel like I overspent for something that's not what it should be.
Yes,
and I'm always in support of local companies, but
yes,
you got to do what your label says. If you say it's bourbon ball, it better taste like a bourbon ball, or people are going to say, I'm not going to buy that again.
Right.
So if Sal's watching.
Yeah, it did. There's just absolutely no bourbon
needs to
flavor
be changed
whatsoever.
quite a bit. They did have, now this was their scoop shop. I don't know if they're still selling these in all the stores, but they had a bunch of stuff. Chocolate coconut almond, chocolate hazelnut, coffee. It says bourbon and locally roasted espresso beans. That's what's supposed to be in there. Bourbon ball, Spanish peanut butter, milk chocolate chip, vanilla, cinnamon, strawberry chocolate, the basics.
I see cinnamon.
Hot banana, habanero sauce, Bsop sorbet, non-dairy.
So they had other flavors.
Stuff.
They had other flavors at Good Foods Co-op, but we chose these two. Like I said, I wanted the whole Kentucky theme. I wanted the Kentucky experience. I wish I could have brought that to you. I did not get that. I didn't get the Kentucky experience. But we always, we're always honest with you, and we wanted to show you a local company. I genuinely do like the espresso one. I really do like it, but I would not personally buy the bourbon ball again.
Yeah, and if you're looking for bourbon in the coffee, then you're not going to get that.
You're not going to get that. If you're just buying it for coffee, it's a good coffee ice cream. So I will have a picture for you at the end, and thanks for watching.